He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA.
Can't lose their confidence because it's a long season. And sometimes you just don't have the talent to beat other teams. But you must stay focused and try to get better every night.
And the starting group for the Spurs and for the 76ers. Actually out there with Oladipo. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's... Here's Sohan.
Get him out. Close in.
Just 5 on the clock. And Philadelphia grabs the fly. That one doesn't drop. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Bautista, guarded by Oladipo. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Oladipo outside. The pass to George. Johnson against Oladipo. Outside, Maxey misses the three.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Bautista passes to Sohan. Leaves it up and in off the pretty assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Covington with it. Chris Paul covering. Now here's Embiid. He's tightly guarded. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Here's Bautista coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Over in the corner, Paul. Bautista passes to Sohan. Here's Bautista. This one for three. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Oladipo outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Here's Bautista, guarded by Oladipo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid. You know, for so long, many joked about how the Spurs were always too old, right? Too old, too slow, too stuck in their same ways. But that's changing.
Well, I was on a couple of those teams too, Kevin. I remember well, people said that the Spurs were too old and needed to get younger. And over the last few years, they've done exactly that.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
They double him with George. Bautista passes to Johnson. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Joel Embiid. Great showing for him last season. First in scoring, 5th in rebounding, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Bautista. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
The officials are all over that one.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
That shot off, and San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's Bautista, guarded by Oladipo. Bautista passes to Sohan. There's the triple. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
Here's Wembanyama. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
He was a shot-blocking nightmare out there. 4 blocks on the game and some alter shots as well.
Now, here's Maxey. 11 feet away. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now, here's Maxey. Dishes it to Embiid. Here's Oladipo. And he overshot that one, missing.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Here's Bautista. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And here are the 76ers now, trailing by 4. Pass to Maxey. 5 on the clock. Trying to get something going. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Spurs ball.
Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Number 1, Chris Paul.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Here's Bautista. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
Oubre is checked in for Victor Oladipo. Now, here's Oubre. The deep 3 from George. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
San Antonio with the ball. Paul George missing from long range. Here's Bautista. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city. So they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
And the 76ers with some changes. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. And Martin is in for Robert Covington. Martin finds Drummond. Outside, George. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Bautista. Passes it to Barnes. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes on about 76ers retain possession. Both teams changing it up here. Timeout called the 76ers. Well, over the last couple seasons, Smitty, Paul George has shown growth as a playmaker.
He has, Kevin. He's gotten much better at reading the defense and looking for the best shot available, whether it comes from him or a teammate. It shows in his assist numbers.
Pass to George. Drummond working against Collins. 5 to shoot. Outside, George hits it from three-point range.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Vassell, the pass to Bautista. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And no good that time. Good D by Drummond. Martin kicks to George. Another three for Philadelphia.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
There's the pass to Bautista. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 9 points in the game so far.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now, here's Oubre. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nobody near George. And it's George again missing.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball. This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
George, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Shoots over Vassell. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. George has got 8 points.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
Here's Bautista. He's got 11. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here is Martin. Kicks to George. Fires the three. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Bautista passes to Collins.
2 minutes remaining.
Bautista.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. And finished off by Collins.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Oubre outside. Pass to George. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Defended by Paul. No good there. And the Spurs going the other way now.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Great pass from Devin. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
1:10 left to play in the first. From about 19 feet. Offensive rebound. Tries again. In deep. Drummond drops it in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Bautista. Here's Martin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie season, we won a ring together.
Jones checked in for San Antonio. Vassell, the pass to Bautista. No good on the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That's tipped. Vassell, the pass to Bautista. Back to Vassell. Sinks the triple. And the Spurs lead by 6.
You see Vassell's confidence growing at the arc. He is getting more comfortable out there.
And so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And your Sixers,
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Collins, also Johnson out there. And it's Jones in at the point. Here's Bautista. Passes to Wembanyama. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Maxey kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. Jones with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's the pass to Bautista. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Embiid with the steal. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Off target with his 3. Spurs leading by 8. Here's Bautista driving inside.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Back to Maxey. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. That one misses.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. The 76ers trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Bautista. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Steve, you've won an NBA title, but also you've got some gold medal men. How does it compare, winning for a city versus representing and winning?
Substitution on the court.
Here's Bautista. He's got 19 from outside the arc. Collins, good. Collins has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And here's George for 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Spurs leading by 17. Here's Bautista. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run. Oladipo
taking his time here. defended by Paul. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And one more thing they've done well tonight. They've attacked the rim viciously and have gotten a lot of points by just going at the defender. And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. Got a piece of it.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Paul outside. Pass to Bautista. George with the defensive effort. The 76ers trail by 19. It's Oladipo on the wing. 1:12 left to play here in the half. Drummond trying to get himself free. Offensive rebound. Oladipo, good.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Paul passes to Collins. And that one is good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Oubre's checked in for the 76ers. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
The 10th pick in the 2017 draft. Zach Collins has battled through multiple injuries. That held him to play just under 185 games in his first 5 seasons.
Defended by Paul. On the wing, George. Drummond trying to get himself free. And they'll get another chance. Martin finds George. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
You've got to do a better job of just taking care of the basketball. 4 points off of those turnovers.
Pass to Bautista. Takes the 13-footer. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Here's Paul. The hook. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring.
And that'll do it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Maxey. Embiid is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's George, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Both shots good from the stripe. San Antonio leading by 20. On the wing, Johnson. That shot misses. George with the defense. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Here's Bautista. Inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
The 76ers trail by 20. Oladipo outside. Back to Maxey. Outside, Covington. From 6 away. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Opposing defenders know what Robert Covington is capable of, giving him no room.
For your Sixers.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Spurs leading by 19. And Covington sends it down. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. He gets it in there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Oladipo against Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
And there's that scorer's mentality that Oladipo possesses, which really puts the defense in a bind trying to stop him.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Bautista. Picked his pocket. Maxey against Barnes. Tips it. Spurs leading by 21. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Bautista, guarded by Oladipo. Yep, it counts. He's got 25.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Maxey passes to George. Oladipo with the ball. Outside, Maxey. The shot. No good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And yes, it's good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Back to Oladipo. The shot, no good. Good D by Barnes.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking...
Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Here's Maxey.
Your 76ers youth dance team.
Outside, George. Pass to Covington. Oladipo outside. Here's Maxey. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Maxey's got 7.
Finally, now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Bautista passes to Sohan.
Philadelphia foul.
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. The first one falls.
Second team foul. Shooting for San Antonio.
And so he makes both from the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Bautista, guarded by Oladipo. Oladipo with the double team. Oh,
yes.
Goodness.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Outside, George. Here's Maxey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And every year it seems like outcomes in the playoffs can hinge on health. Steve, it's part of the game, as you well know.
It is, Kevin, and we hate it because obviously health can change the direction of a series or a team. But the one thing teams are doing a better job is they are lengthening and going deeper into their bench.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Good work defensively by Jones.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The pass to Sohan. Shoots over Covington, and they recover it. There's the double team with Covington. Second shot opportunity. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Bautista. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Oubre's checked in for Victor Oladipo.
Coming out to the floor for your Sixer, Kelly Oubre Jr.
Covington dishes to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
Here's Bautista, covered by Oubre. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
The Spurs have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. He hits both from the stripe. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Jones against Maxey. Lob pass to George, and it's George finishing it off.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Bautista passes to Wembanyama. Here's Bautista, guarded by Embiid. Wembanyama, that one a little long.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's Bautista, defended by George.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Pass to Covington. Back to George. For the three. George missing again.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blanked from deep since.
Side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
That
foul.
one on George. And the first one drops. San Antonio making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside, Martin. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
McCain. That's his first.
And he knocks down the first one.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
The 76ers shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Passes it to Embiid. Over Bautista. The 76ers with another miss. Spurs shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Count it, good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Oubre can't get it to go.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
3 points.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Spurs making a switch here. Hall's checked in. Here's Bautista, covered by Martin. The high post shot, Johnson. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Martin with the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And the Spurs with possession. Here's Bautista. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Andre Drummond.
First free throw is good. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Kicks it to Oubre. Pass to Martin. Lets it go with a 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. And the pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Martin from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
2 minutes.
Here's Bautista, covered by Oubre. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
Here's Bautista. Nice move. And again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Oubre outside. Pass to Martin. The 76ers again can't hit it. And Barnes has got the ball here for San Antonio. And it's Vassell in the corner. Passes it to Bautista. Doubled by Oubre. And the rebound goes to Martin. Philadelphia shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. Oubre, good.
Crafty and cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Here's Bautista, covered by Martin. Kept alive. Collins kicks to Vassell. And it's good off the back rim and in. Vassell's got 8 points.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety.
And the average age of NBA players is getting younger and younger, and about a year younger than they were a decade ago, Steve.
Kevin, I'm sure you're correct, but for me, I'm also seeing guys play longer and longer and longer. The old guys are sticking around.
So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Keldon Johnson, and it's Jones in at the 1. Oladipo, the pass to Maxey. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First team foul.
Free throw good, Maxey. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for
substitution on the court. Shooting for San Antonio, Trey Jones. One shot.
Mind the lane. One shot.
And that one falls for Jones. Philadelphia has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And George kicks to Oladipo. Now here's Embiid to the right side. Banked in off the glass. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Bautista passes to Sohan.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Bautista. And an incredible double clutch dunk. Wow.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Outside, George. Oladipo outside. Outside, Maxey. No good on the triple.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Oladipo, the pass to Covington. Right wing. Here's Maxey. Great touch on the 16-footer. Maxey's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Johnson, the pass to Bautista. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, those 5 turnovers, more than you like to see.
Outside, Maxey. Outside for George. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initial, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity. Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Outside,
2
Maxey.
minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And they pick up 2. Maxey's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.
That's the end
This
of the
crowd
game.
was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up.